everybody, welcome to the tutorial. Today we're going to be showing you guys how to join any Minecraft server on all Minecraft Bedrock Edition platforms, including Xbox, mobile, PC, Switch, and PlayStation, as well as any other device that runs Minecraft Bedrock. There are a lot of different methods toward joining servers, and we will be going over which one is the best for the platform you play on. So let's get into it. Alright, so the first method is the most straightforward and easiest method and most reliable method. However, it does only work on PCs and phones, so keep that in mind. But all you're going to do is hit play, servers, add server, and then we're going to add the fractured SMP, and we're going to type in the IP and port, and this server is open to anyone to join. So if you're watching this and you want to join a open anarchy server, go ahead and follow one of these methods to join it. 12588 is the port. We'll add and play, and then it's going to connect. And we've got locating server, so give it just a few more seconds. And there we go, we're in on the server. And it's nighttime. I've got a lot of phantoms coming to attack me, so I think I'm going to get out of this server before things go bad. Alright, now for the part of the tutorial that everybody actually came here for, is how to join it on consoles. So the first, best, and most reliable method for console joining is the DNS method, and we're going to show you how to do it on Xbox first. We want to go to Settings, Network, Advanced, DNS, change it to manual, and then the DNS, you're going to want the primary to be 104.238.130.180. Then you're going to hit enter once you've typed that, and then the secondary is 8.8.8.8. Now if you're using a PlayStation, it's going to be different. I have the different one, it's been on screen. However, if you're on Switch, it will be this one as well. So then you're just going to back out, it's going to check connection, all good. Then you're going to go ahead and load up Minecraft. It's going to sync your data. Alright, now I'm going to hit play. I'm going to scroll over to the servers tab, and if you look underneath, there's miniature descriptions of each one. It's like Lifeboat. If it says join open server list, like Lifeboat, like Galaxite, like Enchanted, and like the Hive, that's a server you can join to open the server list. Now, I have had the most luck personally with the Hive when it shows up. So that's the one I personally use whenever I try and console join. However, it is completely up to you as to what server you're going to join, just so long as it has the message join to open server list. You're going to hit play, and then it's going to load for a couple seconds. It might take a minute, so we're going to fast forward. Alright, and there we go. We've joined a pretty much blank world with the Bedrock Connect button up here. Now, there are a lot of servers, because this is my brother's account, that is been added, but if you want to join the Hive or any normal server for whatever reason, you can go ahead and do that. Also, quick side note, once you do this once, you never have to change any settings again. But, let's go ahead, we've got a whole server list, so you can manage your server list. You can go ahead and server. We'll remove the fractured SMP because we're going to show you how to join it. Now we'll go ahead and just go back. We're going to connect to a server if you've never done it before, and then you're going to enter the IP address. Now I'm going to do my server, which is open to anybody to join. Is on Bedrock Edition and is Anarchy. You can do whatever you want. There's no extra bloat or anything. It's just straight into the world once you join. So IP is 1.221.27. The port is 12588, and I'm just gonna give this a name real quick. Okay, and then the most important thing is you're going to want to toggle the add to server list thing, so that way you don't have to type in the IP and port every single time you ever join. Then you're just going to click submit, and then it's going to immediately forward you to the server. So let's wait a second. It's going to say download everything and join. Perfect. And we'll keep his coordinates secret for him. We'll just hide that part of the screen. Go, loading resources, loading, survive. Okay, and as you can see, we're in the server. I'm just trying to avoid showing off coordinates just in case you join. That way you can't immediately grief them. But yeah, there we go. You're on an Xbox. Now, we'll show you Nintendo Switch. Alright, so we're here now on our Nintendo Switch. First thing you want to do is hit Settings. You're going to want to scroll down to Internet Settings. You want to tap on the network. You want to hit Change Settings. Now what you're going to want to do is go to DNS, click on Manual, Primary DNS. I'm going to hold the backspace. Sorry, I'm looking at this to the camera, so it's super weird. But this is going to be 104.238.130.80. Hit OK. Secondary one, I'm going to backspace 8.8.8.8. Hit OK. It's going to add all those zeros for you, and as you can see, it did that for you, so you don't have to type all that out. You're going to click Save. Click OK. It's going to do searching for networks, and that should be good. So now what you're going to do is you're going to load up Minecraft. You're going to use your account. We're going to wait for it to sign me into my Microsoft account. We're going to hit play. Hit servers. Sorry, wrong button. Servers. As you can see, there's the servers that say join open server list. We've got Lifeboat, Enchanted, Cubecraft, and Galaxite. So we'll just use Galaxite. Click on it. Click play. And it should load up the external server just like that. Then, of course, you have your normal servers right here. You can manage the server list, remove a server, submit, and we'll add the fractured SMP. So we'll give it a name real quick. And this will be 12588. Oh, I may have accidentally put the name in for the IP. Hold on. The IP is 147.185.221.27. Just like that. And we're going to submit that. And we're going to, whoops. All right, we're back. Now we can go ahead and give this a name. Let's call it Fractured SMP, which is the name of our server. You can go ahead and join it. And on Nintendo Switch, there tends to be disconnected from host issues, unfortunately. I don't really know how to solve this, but this happens on just about any method you use. I think it is just the Nintendo Switch 2 running the Switch 1 version, rather than the thing actually being broken, because anytime I've done it on a Nintendo Switch 1, it has worked completely reliably and fine. However, the Switch 2, I think there are some emulation issues. So I'm sorry about saying failed to connect a couple of times. But hopefully this attempt should work. Yep, so you just have to give it a couple attempts on Switch 2, because they haven't released an official Switch 2 version of Minecraft yet, but we'll download everything and join. And it's going to locate server. We're going to hide my coordinates because I don't want to expose that. As you can see, I'm in the exact same place I was on my PC if you watch the beginning of this tutorial. So even if you want to do cross progression across platforms, that's completely available as long as you're playing on a server. Another method that is available on all platforms, including consoles, is the friends list method. So there are some servers that give you a friend to join, and so we'll show you for ours. It's ASC Alter 9412. So you simply want to search for players and type in whatever username they told you to add. They'll load it up, and you can add them as a friend. However, I already have this as friends, and the way it's set up server side, it'll automatically add you back. So now you just join the friends game like you would join any other friend, and it's going to forward you into the server. So we're going to once again hide the left side of my screen because I don't want to show my coordinates, and I also am kind of lazy and don't want to have to edit a black bar. Gonna download everything. Go. And just like that, we're in. One thing I will mention about this method of joining servers is that it tends to be very inconsistent, because Bedrock Broadcaster, which is a tool that allows you to have a friends list item for your server, is very unstable, very prone to just breaking itself, so it might not always be available even if your server advertises it that you're trying to join. However, it is a good option if, for whatever reason, you can't get the DNS method to work. Alright, this next method is a little bit easier than the DNS method, and if you can't get it to work, this is probably your next best bet, which is to download an app on your phone, tablet, or iPod Touch for my case, such as Bedrock Connect, or like Universal Bedrock Connector, or Console Minecraft Connector, whatever you want to call it. This one is called Bedrock Together. This is the one I would suggest using because I can guarantee that it works, but we're going to go ahead and just show you. It's going to give you a pop-up when you first open the app to allow connections to a local network. You're going to want to accept that because that's how this works, is the device that you're using the app on and your console need to be connected to the same internet network. So let's go ahead. 147.185.228.27, I think, is the IP, if I'm not mistaken. I'll check the Discord server real quick just to check. It's 147.185.221. So this is actually 221.27. And you're just going to hit add to favorites so that way you don't have to type this out every time. I'm going to tap on the favorite server. And unfortunately, you do have to go ahead and watch ads. So we'll cut to when this is working.
That was pretty rude. You always wondered why that app didn't exist. Now you can make it. Meet Replit Agent. Want a custom workout plan? Make an app for that. Have a great idea at 2 a.m.? Make an app for that. Need to run an analysis? Or learn with your kids? Make an app for that too. This isn't just making apps. This is your imagination unleashed. Describe what you want and watch it come to life. No coding experience, right from your phone. Made an awesome app? Share it with a friend. Have a business idea? Start in minutes. Everything you need is in your hands. Now is the...
Alright, so now after the ad break, it'll say you can stop, server's running, and we'll transfer to yada yada yada. If you close the app after you start playing the server. So all this means is as long as the app is open on your phone, tablet, or iPod on this screen, it'll be forwarding, but as soon as you even hit the home button or like swipe out of it or interact with the notification, it'll stop hosting. So make sure you go ahead and quickly load up Minecraft and join the server. So that way you can still use your phone. Here we go. We're waiting for the Microsoft account sign in. It's good enough. And you should look for might be under friends. You should look for something that says Bedrock Together, join me. I don't know where it is though. But yeah, typically there would be something that says Bedrock Together, join me, or something along the lines of the app. Obviously, once again, this is just proof that A, the Switch 2 emulating Switch 1 games maybe isn't the best, but B, it's probably better to do the DNS method anyway. Alright, the final console method I'm going to be showing you is by adding friends such as the server hub. Now this, amongst other accounts, advertise that you can join any server by adding this friend. So we're going to send them a friend request. They should accept back within decent time. And whoops, did not mean to join the world. And the thing about these is it relies off of Bedrock Broadcaster again, and some of them force you to, do some sort of advert thing, or go out and do something, and they're not always as stable as, per se, any of the other methods we've used in this tutorial, which is why I'm putting these right at the end. So, just say that it is possible, but it's not necessarily a great idea. Plus, you don't really know if they're still working, and they haven't even added me back yet, as well as they unadd you from friends to keep their friends list clear. So, I'm not really going to go in depth and show you how theirs works. If you do want to find one of these, you can go ahead and literally just look them up on YouTube. But that's what I'm going to show you for consoles. I hope you guys have found this tutorial useful, and if you did, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.